If you've been keeping up with the channel over the last few months, I have been updating you guys with our community support goals and some other activities over on the community tab, which, by the way, I think some of you are still unfamiliar with this tab. All you have to do is go to the main channel and just find community, and everything is here, guys. I list here, I don't know, maybe not as frequent as I want to, but I do post over here often enough to where it'd be worth your time to keep up with it. And then over on Twitter, I also post over there, but not everybody follows me on Twitter. And again, I don't think enough of you use this community tab. So I wanted to start making a video at the beginning of every month that will tell you about the projects I'm working on, you know, some estimated times when things are going to be done, and, you know, fill you guys in on where we stand as a channel, the milestones we've reached, and also talk about our community funding goal over on Patreon. Okay, so there's a lot to cover here. Take you guys over to the dashboard. As you can see, green is everywhere, baby. Everything's in green. Okay. We also achieved the milestone of hitting 100,000 watch time hours. That is insane, dude. Right? 4,823 subscribers. 183 of you guys have joined in the last 28 days, which is really good growth for us. You got to understand, guys, the content that I make is not, I don't make shorts. I don't make funny videos necessarily, where you're going to get 500,000 views on the video, and then a good portion of those people are probably going to subscribe. I make all long form content for the most part, and it's tutorial based. So it's not necessarily the funnest thing to watch because it's about business. We're trophy hunting. So it's about watching the video and then doing some stuff in your game. And so it translates differently to YouTube and the algorithm. So to pick up 183 new subscribers based on that type of content, I think is actually really good. And if you look at my old channel, I think I left that channel, I think there was 16,000 subscribers. And now there's 18,000, and I'm no longer there. It's still gaining traction based on the content. And so that lets me know that the content is good enough to hold an audience, even if the channel owner has left. I've left the building years ago, right? And it's still gaining traction. So I'm happy with the 183 of you guys joining. If we come over here to the analytics, see if I can get rid of this menu. Yeah. Let you guys be able to see a little bit more. See all the green check marks. Everything's up. Our average view count is holding steady. I think we had a dip here, 25,000, and then boom. So we're averaging between 30 and 50,000 views a month. That's how many people are coming through, checking things out. Again, not all of that is going to translate to subscribers. Some people bookmark channels. Some people don't subscribe to anybody. You know, they just kind of have keep a mental memory of channels they like, and they'll just punch it into the search, right? So again, I don't really personally care about the number of subscribers on the channel, but I do think it's good for you guys to see it and to see how much activity is going on behind the scenes. We're booming at the moment, right? Averaging about 40,000 views a month. Again, that's not a lot of views compared to some of these other channels that get like 1 million views on a video, but they're posting 12-minute videos of like a vlog of their reunion or something, right? Or traveling around the world. Those are pretty easy videos to get some hits on, right? Because it's kind of a brainless activity for the viewer. All they got to do is just sit back and enjoy. My content is a little bit more interactive, right? You got to watch the video, take notes, document, look at timestamps. You know, it's like doing homework. So to get 40,463 views on content like that, I feel like is actually really good. You can see we picked up 2,454 views in the last 48 hours. And as always, my best performing playlist is Star Wars. So I'm really happy with that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Talking about the YouTube membership program. If you go to any of my videos, guys, and you want to show financial support for the channel and for the work I do, just click the join button here and you'll be able to sign up. And you can also click the support tab here where it says join, and that will allow you guys to support financially there if you'd like. And that kind of leads me into Patreon. So I did make a video about a year ago, and I think it was around May or June of last year. And I talked about sustainability, how far can we really take this thing? And I said, phase one of the community funding process is to at least start getting in about $400 a month, give or take, because we have bills, guys, just like any other business. And remember, this is my business. This is my job. Just like some of you go to work every day and maybe you own a paint shop somewhere or whatever, that's your business and this is mine. So just like with your business, you have to see growth. So do I. Last year, guys, at this time, we had 62 patrons and they were generating about $365 a month. Now we have 109 patrons and they're generating $508 a month. And I think it's actually a little bit higher than this, because yesterday we had 114 patrons and I think we had like $517 in support. I think it fluctuates because at the beginning of each month, Patreon bills everybody, but I don't think they bill everybody on the same day. So I think it kind of fluctuates. And then a lot of my patron supporters are starting to pledge by the year, because their PayPal account or their credit card only gets charged once every 365 days. And because I offer a 16% discount, a lot of them are making that transition. And I think that makes the numbers fluctuate too. But yeah, that's almost double, right? So I'm just so happy. I can't express to you guys how happy I am to see growth literally on all fronts, right? And everything's growing in scale too. So as we grow in subscribers on YouTube, I see the jump happen on Patreon as well. And it's all in scale. And that lets me know that we're doing something right. It's slow growth, don't get me wrong, but it's working, right? This formula, this business model, it's working, right? You can see we've changed up the rewards. If you go back and look at that video, I'll have it linked below. You can see kind of the before and after. And these fluctuate a lot, guys. About every year, I'll go through and look at some of these. And if I feel like some of these rewards aren't being utilized by patrons, I will get rid of them. And if patrons are asking for more rewards, then I'll add them. But I feel like this is a good lineup here. I think a lot of Patreon pages, when you check out their stuff, for like $1, they'll just have thank you. That's it, which is cool. But for me, I'm like, you know what? If you're going to give me $1 a month, I'm giving you a ton of stuff in return. And we've recently added the $5 tier. So things are just incredible over here, guys. And over on Discord, we chat over there every night. You guys are wild over there. And we just have a good old time, man. So I'm pleased with where we are right now. Like I said, if you want to go back and watch the other video and then you're watching this one now, you'll be able to see how much of an improvement we've made with the our Patreon page. So I'm really happy with that, really happy with the growth over here. By the way, guys, if you do want to support me on Patreon, it's so simple. All you have to do is just click the blue join button. It takes you over to a page that looks like this. It'll give you your monthly amount, or you can go annual. It'll tell you how much you pay. And then you won't have to worry about your card or your PayPal account getting charged or whatever for a whole year. You'll be done. You can also pledge whatever amount you want. So if you want to do $6 a month instead of $5, that's fine. You'll still be put inside of that reward tier, but you can give whatever you want, right? And that's pretty cool too. So yeah, you just do that and then pick your payment and hit confirm, and that's it. I did want to point out one thing before I let you guys go, because I get this asked a lot in comments. And so from now on, if somebody asks this, I'm just going to timestamp this part of the video and send them over here. A lot of you guys ask, when are you, like, what determines which games you're going to cover on the channel? Like, are you picking these games at random? Like, what's going on? Because obviously we tend to play a lot of older games on the channel. Like, we just covered The Witcher 3 at the beginning of the year. And so I think that a lot of you are under the impression that I am picking that game. That's actually not true. One of the benefits for supporting me over here on Patreon is being able to pick the games that I cover on the channel through this guy right here, the RTC tournaments. Okay. So all the tiers have access. Crazy 88 members, they get 68% control of the tournament. and meaning they get to submit games into the tournament. So if there's 88 members inside of the Crazy 88, the first 88 games goes to them. And then we usually run 128 games in the tournament. So the rest of the games can be submitted by Division 12 members or members of the, Division 12 members or ninjas, right? And then we just have these cool tournaments. Like this is the one that we ran. I think this is the one that we ran for last month. Yeah, see Disco Elysium won right here. Actually, I'll preview it so you guys can see it a little bit better. There's the winner. And it was up against Greedfall and Bioshock. Bioshock was third place, believe it or not. But they just come over here and they vote. We have rounds set up by days. They come over here and vote. And then the next day they vote again. And then we just, through process of elimination, we get to the final round. We have contests, prizes, all kind of cool stuff. And another thing that's unique about our tournament is when you click on these, you actually get the trailers. You can watch the game if you're unfamiliar with it. So just a lot of cool things we do, but that's how games are picked, guys, on the channel. It's strictly from Patreon supporters. It's exclusive to Patreon. So if you're supporting me on YouTube, you will not get access to this. It's only on Patreon, okay? So remember that. And I think that's about it for this update, guys. Everything is going well. Again, if you would like to show your support, you can also do that by going underneath any of my videos into the description or even my pinned comment. Everything's right here that you need, including the tracker, which is very important for you guys to keep up with. This will detail everything that's happening on the channel, which games I'm writing guides for, how long I'm writing the guides. I leave notes in here to tell you exactly what's happening. So you should never be clueless as to when something's going to be happening on the channel, okay? So that takes care of July's update. I will see you guys right back here next month. Be good.